Hello, we are BUSIGNERS. We are a consulting company that established the right people-centric approach to your challenge. Together with our clients, we design the best customer and employee experience, and thus the organizations and the businesses of the future. In these employee experience talks, we will share the vision and the experience of some experts from high-profile companies that are implementing employee experience inside their organizations. They are going to talk about topics such as culture, technology, workplace, and we will understand the context that led them to invest in this topic, the initiatives they have in progress, and their expectations for the future. Enjoy!
Hi, today we are going to speak about physical space and employee experience. How does physical space impact in our employee experience? To help us to talk about this topic, we have with us Teresa Vendeirinho from STEELCASE. STEELCASE is an office furniture company that helps us to reshape our offices. Hi Teresa.
Hi Susana, thanks for having me here.
I have a challenging question for you. In the times of co-working, remote work, still makes sense to imagine inspiring offices?
It's not only a question of making sense, it's a need. Nowadays, the employees spend so many hours at the workspace and do so many things, different things with several expectations. Be in an inspiring environment, it's very important to be engaged with the company, with the process, with the work they have.
How does a physical space engage the employees?
Well, one of the most important things for me and for STEELCASE is to be able to do two things at the same time, is to have choice and control. It's important to choose where I want to work and control the environment where I want to work, to have the better tools, to have the better acoustic, climatization.
What are the expectations? The employees today demand much more. What are their expectations towards the company?
For the employee or for the company?
For the employee.
It's interesting because it's an interesting question because I think employee values too much to have comfortable places, to feel the office like an extension of their home, a better chair or a comfortable sofa, or this is in a physical environment. It's important also to control the desk they want. For instance, if I want to work in a stand-up position, to have the possibility to control my desk to work in a stand-up position, it's very important also. But to change.
You feel that the employees now demand for that? Means that they expect the office to give them this.
The first thing an employee values when I arrive to an interview, for instance, a job interview, is the environment. If the job or the career, or I don't know the name, but can be very challenging. But if the environment it's not good, if he arrives to a company with I don't know, but not
no windows or
windows or dark or without preoccupations with the furniture or the decoration of the space, they don't like it.
They don't.
Yes, I know. We know nowadays the statistics told us that an employee or the worker prefers or value much more the workplace, the environment of the workplace, than the paycheck at the end of the month.
Really?
Yeah.
And about collaboration, for example, do the work in our days demands such collaborative spaces in the office? Can you give us some example of new collaborative spaces that are...
The collaboration is also another very important question, because we have two separate things. We have collaboration and spaces designed for collaboration, and we have privacy.
Okay.
It's very important to have both. For privacy, the worker or the employee must have spaces where he can concentrate himself, when he can make a call, a private call, or be isolated. Perhaps we have two kind of people also working at workplace. It's the introverted and the extroverted. We need to have spaces for both. So it's very, very important. Regarding the collaboration, regarding your question, the collaboration is, there are several kinds of collaboration. We have collaboration with our peers, with each other. We have collaboration with technology, and we have also collaboration with the whole company. So we need also to have all those spaces well thinking where they are, what kind of tools they have, what kind of technology we have. It's very important to...
How does it happen? Because we talk about a building, and the building takes time to build, and it's something when you create an office, you don't expect them to change. How? But our culture today demands for change. How you deal with that? How you deal with the changing? Because we are designing office for the next 5 years.
No, more and more the office furniture is movable with casters or with electrical regulations, high adjustability, so we can reshape with those things. It's very, very, very easy to do it. And then if we have spaces for collaboration and for privacy and for meetings, formal meetings, informal meetings, and if we don't have an assigned position, if we can move all around the space and the organization, this is a living environment. So it's never the same.
You say that the office can grow?
Yes, it can grow. Yes, it can.
Do you have any example that you can give us? For example, an office that changed, that is a nice example. That
I don't know. We have so many. We have Microsoft Vodafone, for instance. These organizations, they are always growing. EDP, for instance, always in a process of changing, moving.
So we have to embrace that our office in nowadays is a changing, is in a changing mood. Yes. So when we design it, we have to embrace that process. That our physical environment is going to change.
For instance, Susana, we help our clients on this process. It's not easy because normally when we think about an office furniture or a space, an office, we think some kind of static installation. One person for each employee, one desk, one chair, one cupboard. So this is we try to explain our clients or the leaders of the organization that the things doesn't need to be like that. It's much more important to have several kinds of applications. We call applications is situations where people can work, and then the employee can reshape the office at their way. This is very important to have more engagement with.
If you could give us
another thing, just to finish it. We can't forget technology. Technology, it's always in a constant evolution. So if you have an environment too static and the technology evolves, as we know, the office should keep on going or keep
adapting also to the technology.
To the technology, yes.
If you could give us 4 tips to start to design a better working place, what would be the tips that you could give us?
To design a better working place?
If I want to start to redesign my office, the working place, what would be the tips that you give us?
Well, for me it's very important to understand the culture of the company.
First, understand the culture?
The culture. Yeah. It's very important. To work with, a lawyer, it's not the same. To work as a design firm is completely different. So we have to understand the culture. The culture. Then we need also to understand the building itself. Lighting, temperature. Lighting for me it's very, very important because with lighting we can motivate or getting lower the levels of anxiety or get an inspiring place. And then to understand the expectation of the people.
How do you understand
their expectations? Well, it depends. It's kind of more or less intuitive to do this. I work on this for so many years, so it's kind of intuitive. But talking with people to see what they want to be, their age also, because we have to work with several generations, and it's important also to respect all the generations. We can't forget that we are working with young people with
that have different needs.
Yes, millennials, generation Y, for instance, but we have also baby boomers. They are not yet retired, so we have to respect all those different needs.
So maybe more than the generation is the needs.
Yeah.
To understand what are the different profiles in our companies and respect and create an environment to embrace the different needs, and also understanding for what you were talking, also co-create with your employees to understand what they want and what is going to be the future of the employee. Just to finish, can you give us one sentence to help us? How is going to be the workplace of the future?
Of the future. Well, this is a very important challenge. But the workplace of the future will be very different from today.
We don't know, probably.
We don't know now, but we have to be prepared, because with smart buildings, with virtual reality, for instance, the technology will grow in a very, very, very important way. So I think when we in the future will come to an office, we'll see people with glasses, with virtual glasses, or lots of computers, a lot of technology. Technology is going to
shape the workplace. And I think to close, I think one idea that we have to keep in mind is that the office of the future is starting now.
Yeah.
So we have to design office that can change and adapt to the technology and be able to grow and be.
And for me, the most important is to have happy people working. This is all about people. This is for people. Even when we are talking about a lot of technology, it's for people. It's to people.
Okay, thank you, Teresa.
Welcome, Susana.